इंडिया टॉक्स पर आज हमारी गेस्ट है अपूर्वी चांडेला। अपूर्वी इस नाम का मतलब है लाइक नेवर बिफोर एंड इंडियन शूटिंग इज सीइंग सक्सेस लाइक नेवर बिफोर। और इसमें एक बहुत बड़ी कंट्रीब्यूशन रही है अपूर्वी चांडेला की। इन द 10 मीटर एयर राइफल इवेंट शी इज वन एज मेनी एज 10 मेडल्स एट द हाईएस्ट लेवल, जिसमें शामिल है 3 वर्ल्ड कप गोल्ड मेडल्स, एक कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स गोल्ड मेडल और एक एशियन गेम्स ब्रॉन्ज मेडल भी। एंड थैंक्स टू द MHRD and the Fit India movement, here on Fit India Talks today, we have a chance to get inspired from Apurvi's fascinating story of making it to the top. 10 मेडल एट द टॉप लेवल, वर्ल्ड कप को आपने डोमिनेट किया, कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में मेडल है आपका। इज दिस द बेस्ट फेज ऑफ योर लाइफ वेयर किड्स कैन गेट इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम योर स्टोरी?
Don't call it the best phase because that's yet to come. But yes, it's definitely been a very good run for me. And hopefully, from this interview and this chat, kids can take some inspiration.
You know, very often there is one happy twist in a person's life. It could be a piece of advice. So let's start with the best piece of advice you've got in your career.
I think it would be that Olympics is not every 4 years; it's every day. So yeah, that's I think it's not been given to me, but it's an advice that I've heard, and that's something that stuck by me throughout. So yeah.
ये जो initiative है Fit India Talks, it's brought to us by the MHRD and the Fit India movement. Lakhs and lakhs of children and their parents and coaches and teachers watching. और आपकी जिंदगी की एक बहुत important कहानी है कि शूटिंग और आपकी मम्मी की बर्थडे, ये दोनों चीजों का एक बहुत ही important connection है। ये क्या story है?
ये एक्चुअली मेरी मदर का बर्थडे था 11th अगस्त 2008 में। और हम एक रेस्टोरेंट गए हुए थे सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए। तो वहाँ पे एक टीवी स्क्रीन था और तब हमने देखा कि अभिनव बिंद्रा वन द गोल्ड एट द ओलंपिक गेम्स। so that was the day and that's when I got inspired और तब से मैंने शूटिंग चालू की। तो मेरे लिए बहुत ही मेमोरेबल डे था मेरी फैमिली के लिए भी। एंड a few months down the line I was watching one of his interviews and मुझे लगा कि मैं उनसे relate कर पाती हूँ because I thought he was an introvert and so am I. So then yeah, that's how I began shooting.
लेकिन एक बात मुझे समझ नहीं आई कि आपके हीरो हैं, उनकी वजह से आपने शूटिंग शुरू की, तो फिर जब उनसे मिलने का मौका मिला तो आपका रिएक्शन कुछ अजीब सा था। क्या हुआ था उस दिन?
Actually 2010 की बात है। It was 1.5 year down the line when I had already started shooting and I was in Hanover in Germany for my first open competition. So it was an international and over there at the range I saw Abhinav Bindra far away and I told my parents were with me, they were accompanying me. मैंने बोला वो देखो that's Abhinav Bindra and they were also like okay you should go and meet him because you started shooting looking at him. And me being a shy kid back then, I was like, no, 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 what will he think? What will he say? What will I say? So they still took me and I went and I got a picture clicked with him and I told him that I started shooting after getting inspired by him. And he wished me luck for my journey and for my match. And yeah, that was the whole story.
अभिनव बिंद्रा बहुत कम बोलते हैं, आप भी बहुत कम बोलती है। मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि जब आप दोनों की बातचीत हुई तो जितने शब्द बोले गए उनको तो हम उंगली पर गिन सकते हैं कि लंबी चली थी बातचीत।
नहीं नहीं उंगली पे गिन सकते हो। वैसी कुछ बातचीत हुई थी हमारी। इट वाजंट टू लॉन्ग and now that I know him, we've played the Commonwealth Games together, Olympics together. So I've had a couple of meets with him, and lately, like last year, I visited him also to take some advice, because this year Olympics were going to happen. So मुझे लगा मैं उनसे, he's the one who's won an individual medal at that at the games. So yeah. So I thought unse kuch inspiration, kuch, some advice on how I can go forward with my journey. So I went to meet him, and at that time we had quite a long chat. He told me about his experiences and the do's and don'ts that I should take forward in my journey. So it was a good learning experience for me.
अब आप लोगों को इंस्पायर कर रही हैं, जो बहुत सारे बच्चे देख रहे हैं, दे माइट वांट टू ड्रीम ऑफ बिकमिंग अ टॉप शूटर फॉर इंडिया, विनिंग मेडल्स, लेकिन शायद वो लोग ये भी जानना चाहें कि अपूर्वी जो अप्पू थी बचपन में महारानी गायत्री देवी स्कूल में, तो एज अ स्टूडेंट कैसी थी वो?
I was a shy kid. So before I went into Maharani Gayatri Devi school, I was in a boarding school for 3 years before that. And I'm a home bird, so at that time I used to be homesick. मैं रोती रहती थी कि मुझे बोर्डिंग स्कूल में नहीं रहना है, मुझे वापस घर आना है. Even though my sister was studying in the same school as me, still I felt that I wanted to be closer to home. And मेरे parents ने वो decision लिया मेरे लिए, and they got me back home. And once I started schooling here, uh, I started playing basketball. Basketball is a sport that was very close to me because मेरी जो maternal family है, my mother's side family, my mother and my masis, they've all been basketball national and international level players. So I also took to basketball naturally, and I used to love playing that. But other than that, I was a shy kid in school. So yeah.
अपूर्वी, कई बार पेरेंट्स शायद अनजाने में डिस्करेज कर देते हैं बच्चों को। एक सिनिकल व्यू होता है कि अरे स्पोर्ट्स से क्या होगा, पढ़ाई पे ध्यान दो, इसमें कुछ नहीं रखा, करियर नहीं बनेगा। लेकिन आपका करियर और आपकी जिंदगी देखें तो शूटिंग ने आपके लिए कई दरवाजे खोले, खासकर स्कूल और कॉलेज में, है ना?
बिल्कुल। जब मैंने शूटिंग चालू की थी, मैं 11th स्टैंडर्ड में थी। तो आजकल जो लोग चालू करते हैं, बच्चे काफ़ी अर्ली चालू करते हैं। उस हिसाब से मैंने 11th में चालू की थी। आई वाज ऑलरेडी 16 इयर्स ओल्ड, एंड आई थिंक इट ब्रॉट अबाउट अ वेरी गुड चेंज इन मी, बिकॉज शूटिंग में क्या होता है, फोकस और कंसंट्रेशन बहुत रिक्वायर्ड होता है। और वो मैं अपने एकेडमिक्स में भी ला पाई वैसा फोकस। तो मेरे 12th के रिजल्ट्स वर बेटर देन द अदर grades that I got in my other classes. I think I was a pretty average student before that, and 12th I excelled because I got that kind of focus uh, through shooting. But when I got enrolled in college, that's another big story because I applied into Stephens first, and that was the only college that I applied into. And I gave my trials. I came first. My verification of certificates was done because I had just won national school games when I was in school, and I'd also topped the trials there. So then after that, I went in for the interview. There's an interview which is the last level, and then you get enrolled. So I went in for that interview, and right before the interview, they were checking, okay, they saw my name. They were like, okay, you're a Purvi, this and that. And they like, you can't go inside for the interview. I was like, why? I came first in the trials. You've done my verification of certificates and all. So for some reason, I was denied admission in Stephens, and I was very heartbroken because that was the only place that I applied in. And after that, right after that, I was supposed to fly to London for my sister's graduation. So it was a 15 days trip, but it got cut down to 3 days. I went for 3 days and I came back. And then I went to Jesus and Mary College, and I requested the sports teacher there because their trials were still left. They hadn't conducted the trials yet. So then I went there and I played the trials again for Jesus and Mary, and I came first, and they took me. So it's just a lesson that don't give up, and many more avenues can open for you, and just have to keep at it and keep going strong.
And so Saint Stephen's drew a blank, and Jesus and Mary hit the bullseye. And well done to them for an understanding your potential and backing you at that point. अब फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट में हम अक्सर ईटिंग राइट की भी बातें करते हैं। अब एज अ टॉप लेवल स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन आपको भी डाइट कंट्रोल करना पड़ता होगा। जनरली जब इंसान डाइट कंट्रोल करता है तो खुद का मन मारना पड़ता है, लेकिन इन योर केस आपको तो अपने फैमिली वालों को नाराज करना पड़ा, ऐसा कुछ है ना?
Bilkul, because my father has a restaurant and my sister's a pastry chef. So she has a cafe. So there's food in front of me all the time. और बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो जाता है कंट्रोल करना बिकॉज वैसे मेरी स्वीट टूथ है बट स्पोर्ट्स में हूँ तो इसलिए करना पड़ता है आई हैव टू बी एट इट आई हैव टू स्टे फोकस but yeah, if given a chance I would just binge on food all day because that's the kind of food that's in front of me all the time, but I really have to hold back because of shooting. And yeah, someday when I stop shooting then maybe I can indulge properly.
May that happen only 20 years later.
Yeah.
You've got so much more to achieve and so many more medals to win for India. लेकिन एक misconception शायद बहुत लोगों के मन में हो कि अरे shooting doesn't seem like a very physical sport, सिर्फ खड़े रह के shoot करना है. There is this misconception कि why do shooters have to diet? Like they can eat whatever they want to.
Uh, that kind of misconception is there, but shooting requires a lot of stability. आपको still रहना पड़ता है बहुत घंटों के लिए. तो जैसे अगर आपने sugar में indulge कर लिया या caffeine, so these are things that boost your energy, and that would hamper in your training or when you're going out for a match. So that's something that I hold back on. I have to be very careful of that and need to eat right at least a few weeks before my matches to stay in that zone. So this is a misconception. Our diets might not be as strict as other sports, but somewhere you have to, keep discipline for sure.
किसी भी स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन की फिटनेस रिजीम जो है वो इवॉल्व करती है विथ टाइम. बचपन में कुछ और होता है, मे बी इट्स अ लॉट एमेच्योर, एंड एज यू प्रोग्रेस एंड गो टू द टॉप लेवल इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफरेंट. सो हाउ डिड यू स्टार्ट आउट विथ योर फिटनेस रेजिमेंट?
So when I started out shooting, I didn't have much knowledge. There weren't as many academies like there are now. That kind of information wasn't there. So in my city where I stay in Jaipur, there was one shooting range, and I went and tried my hand out on that range for the first time when I started rifle shooting. So वहाँ पे जो लोग थे, जो shooters थे, local shooters, they used to tell me कि ऐसे खड़े हो जाओ, ये वाला weapon use कर लो, and so my event requires you to wear a jacket and a trouser. So that's the kit that we wear. It's made out of canvas. So initially, when I started out, we didn't want to, straight away go and buy equipment or buy a rifle because I wanted to test myself out if I actually enjoy the game. So किसी की राइफल बोरो करके किसी का किट बोरो करके मैंने चालू की शूटिंग. सो दैट्स हाउ आई स्टार्टेड शूटिंग. तो उस टाइम पे मुझे फिजिकल का भी इतना आइडिया नहीं था क्या करना है. सो आई यूज्ड टू रनिंग कर ली, थोड़ी बहुत एक्सरसाइज कर ली जितना आता था. बट आई इवॉल्व्ड ओवर टाइम अ लॉट and I have proper trainers working with me all the time now. So yeah, it's been a crazy journey.
And so for kids who want to start out and take fitness seriously or take up sports very seriously as a career, उनके लिए तो opportunities and avenues are endless now thanks to the Fit India movement. A lot of things have changed, haven't they?
Absolutely. And even the Khelo India initiative that's there, kids are picked up at the grassroots level, which is absolutely amazing. And now there's a lot of information available, so many academies, so many infrastructures provided by the government also. So if anyone who wants to start off, they can just Google, it's readily available, the information now. Just Google and see which, shooting range is there in your locality and just start shooting. So yeah.
The other thing that is an important part of the Fit India movement is to increase awareness about yoga and the globe. I mean, the world has embraced yoga, which is India's greatest gift. It's something that our honorable Prime Minister initiated, and the world responded so well. अब लोगों को ये लगता है कि अच्छा yoga is more for flexibility, but I'd like to believe it's helped you as well immensely. How has it helped you?
It's helped me a lot because there are so many balancing exercises that yoga teaches you. तो जैसे शूटिंग में like I said, you have to stand for long hours and you have to be absolutely still. थोड़ी सी भी movement हुई जैसे if your heart starts beating very fast or something, you need to have that kind of control, and yoga does that. But a fit mind, a fit body leads to a fit mind, and a fit mind leads to a fit life. So you need to, if you want that kind of a lifestyle, now is the time to bring in that change. And yoga is extremely beneficial even for the mind. So yeah, that's how it's
You
helped.
spoke about a fit mind. Now you've said it in the past, and the general awareness is that the margin for error in shooting is very, very small. And so, how crucial is mental and emotional fitness in your sport?
It's extremely crucial. I think I would give it's a little more crucial than even physical fitness because you need to have nerves of steel. There is pressure involved in every game, I'm sure. But in rifle shooting, if, like I said, even if your heart beats a little bit, faster, or, there's some kind of a movement in your muscle, it can throw your shot out very far. So it's a very, very precise sport, and to stick at it, you need all kinds of stability. So yeah, it's very crucial.
Now, imagine big moment, say an Olympic event, and you're going for shooting, and everyone has their own routine of getting into performance zone. एक mental एक zone होता है, तो आप उस zone में आने के लिए क्या करती हैं?
It depends. Sometimes I watch a motivational movie. Sometimes I listen to a motivational song. So there are different kinds of things that I do. I'll probably pick up a book that keeps me focused, keeps me sane. So yeah, I follow all of these.
What are these movies and songs? Because a lot of kids might want to emulate that as well.
Yeah. One example would be The Greatest Game Ever Played is a movie that I've seen, and I've learned a lot from that. And a song that used to motivate me a lot was Waving Flag, that came out during the Soccer World Cup. So yeah, that used to motivate me a lot.
Apurvi, a lot of sports persons, top level sporting superstars talk about game mode. What does that entail? Is there a lot of self talk involved as well?
There is a lot of self-talk. I self-talk throughout my match these days. Earlier, when I started off, I didn't know much, so sometimes there were even songs playing in my head. But now, since I've become a professional shooter, there is a proper process that I follow. So from entering a range to when I'm setting up my equipment, also there's something or the other going on in my mind. So I'm telling myself to, okay, just focus on the day. You just take one shot at a time, and just focus on the process. So self-talk is a huge part of my shooting when I'm shooting a match. So yeah, I give it a lot of importance.
कई बार जब बच्चे किसी बड़े कंपटीशन के लिए जाते हैं तो अक्सर मम्मी पापा कहते हैं कि बेटा ठीक से खाना खा के जाओ. But in your case, on the morning of an event where you're going to shoot for a big medal, what's your diet like on the morning? Do you overeat? Do you not eat at all? What's it like?
I think it's different for every individual, because shooting is an individual sport. So whatever suits any the person, they should do that. So here's hoping people try it out for themselves and then pick up. But for me personally, it's I don't like going into a match on a heavy stomach, because it requires a lot of stability, and it the breathing changes when I eat when I'm on a heavy stomach. So I prefer eating something light, usually a banana, because it gives me energy also to sustain through the match, and it's also a little bit filling. So yeah, that's what I eat usually.
Let's now talk about failures, because बहुत सारे बच्चों को शायद लगे कि अरे ये तो सुपरस्टार स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन है, शायद इन्होंने फेलियर ना देखा हो. लेकिन दुनिया में कोई ऐसा स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन नहीं है जिसने फेलियर ना देखा हो और उससे लड़के हो उभर कर ना आया हो. आई बिलीव आपकी जिंदगी में भी एक 180 डिग्री वाली एक स्टोरी है, फ्रॉम फेलियर टू बीइंग ऑन टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड.
Absolutely. काफी stories हैं, actually दो तीन होंगी. But one would be, I think, in 2016 when I went for my first Olympic game. It didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. तो उससे मुझे काफ़ी disappointment हुई. I wanted to excel, of course, and make the country proud. But a few months before that, I went through an injury. So my training and my form got affected a bit. But and then post that, I went into a cocoon, because I was very disturbed, of course, because Olympics is such a huge platform, and to not perform out there, it really took a toll on me. And to come out of that, it took me a while, and I think a lot of credit goes to my family, because they supported me throughout. My mother used to make me sit down and be like, if there's anything that's going on in your mind, just talk about it. Talking really helps. We can at least start working on what you're going through. Then I said okay, and then that's how I came out of that. But there's another story that happened in 2018. I was in I had gone for a World Cup in Munich in Germany, and that's one place where competition is absolutely crazy. Like, it's of the highest level. So you need to perform really, really well to actually make it to the finals. So I shot well in my qualification round and everything, and I made it to the finals. And so we have a 24 shot final, in which elimination starts after a few shots. So there were four people left at the end, and I was leading throughout. Okay, I was on the top right there, that a medal position will be confirmed for sure. And my trigger weight is pretty light in in my rifle, so I was bringing the rifle down, and before I entered the target, my grip was so strong that my trigger just pressed, and the shot released, and I could see that the target is actually below, and I fired on top, and I was like, where the hell has this shot gone? So when I put my rifle down, I saw the monitor, and it was a 5.6. Okay, we don't even come out of usually the 10 ring, and I hit a 5, which is absolutely crazy. And that's when I got out on fourth position. I was so disappointed and heartbroken because that was my actual chance to get a medal at the Munich World Cup, which is so prestigious. So from that day, in that was in 2018. In 2019, I went back in the same competition and I won the same gold. So that's the
Wow.
story of that don't ever give up. And you might go through failures, ups and downs are there, but if you have the desire in you, just keep going. So yeah.
लेकिन जब इंसान लो फेज से गुजर रहा है, there are failures whether it's in school or in the field of sport, there would be that one person that one must confide in. मतलब सब कुछ अपने अंदर रख के भी फायदा नहीं है. Kids would like to know who you would confide in.
I confide in my sister. So she's older than me. She's 3.5 older than me. Then, so she is, we both are polar opposites. So she's a contrast of me. So if there's anything, I confide into her. And if I'm having a bad day or a low day, I know I just need to give her a call. And she's the one person in my life, who can make me laugh till my jaws hurt, no matter what. So she is my I definitely confide in her always. Yeah.
And does she give you an extra pastry saying चल ठीक है मूड अच्छा हो जाएगा खा ले एक extra pastry?
Usually she does that, but even she tried her hand at shooting, because she used to tell me when I started shooting, she used to be like, what pressure are you talking about? Pressure वैसे कुछ नहीं होता है, कितना easy है राइफल उठानी है और शॉट लगाना है टारगेट पे बस. So then I gave her a challenge. I was like, why don't you try shooting for a while? So then she tried shooting. She tried pistol shooting, not rifle, but pistol. And she went for one competition, and I was sitting behind her. She started shooting. She shot a washout, like it was a zero. And people out there knew that she's my sister. So everyone was looking at me, oh, Purvi's sister shooting. And I was just hiding my face. I was like, I don't know her. I don't know her at all. So that from that day, she was like, she came back to me and she's like, now I know, what kind of pressure and all you go through. So I'm never going to take it lightly from now on. So yeah.
इस बात से हम सबको सीखना है कि शूटिंग में मेडल मिलना इतना आसान नहीं है, बहुत बरसों की मेहनत लगती है. आई थिंक इट्स अ ग्रेट लेसन फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. बट इस फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट और एमएचआरडी की वजह से जो फिट इंडिया टॉक्स हो रहा है, lakhs and lakhs of children are watching us, parents are watching us, coaches and teachers and so on. If a kid comes up to you, and I'm sure a lot of them do already, and that kid says, ma'am, मेरा aim बड़ा अच्छा है and I want to become like you, I want to become like Abhinav Bindra, what would that golden nugget of advice be from you?
I think it would be that if I can do it, anybody can do it for sure. You just need hard work and willpower. If अगर आप में वो जज्बा है कि मुझे ये करना है, करके दिखाना है, तो just keep that goal in mind and go for it. I'm sure they'll succeed.
Wow, that's such a positive, confident note to end this conversation on. But we're not done. We have a few more shots to fire. In fact, you've got a few shots to fire for the rapid fire. उसके लिए थोड़ा सा वार्म अप करना पड़ेगा. शूटिंग में भी वार्म अप करना पड़ता है, रैपिड फायर के लिए भी वार्म अप करना पड़ता है. And we've got a special little exercise from Apurvi for all of us. अच्छा, तो ऐसी एक्सरसाइजेस करने से बैलेंस बेहतर होता है. लेकिन इस रैपिड फायर में अपूर्वी चांदेला का बैलेंस कितना डगमगाएगा? लेट्स फाइंड आउट. अपूर्वी, आर यू रेडी टू fire some big shots?
I am. Let's go for it.
All right, then the first one is, name one sporting superstar that you're on regular talking terms with on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I think it would be Gagan Aran.
Okay.
Gagan Bhaiya shares a lot of insight on shooting with me, and if I have any questions, then I usually ask him. So yeah.
Most memorable fan experience?
Oh, that's a long story. So I had once gone for this marathon where I was supposed to flag it off. So I was out there, and this fan came up to me, and he's like, I'm a huge fan of yours, and I have a poster of yours, in my building, and I came to know that you're coming here. That's why I came, just to meet you. And can I have a picture and all? So I was like, yeah, fine. He got a picture clicked with me, and he went. So I flagged it off, and I was supposed to take part in it also. So I started running. It was a 10-kilometer run. So I was running, and after some time, I see him running next to me with two bottles of water. He's like, I'm running so that, in case you need water, you can just stop and, you can take it from me. I was like, it was that, I think that was very sweet also, but that was one fan moment that, I won't forget. So yeah.
So sweet. Tell us about one of your hidden talents, something that no one knows about.
No one knows about. That's difficult. So my interests are photography and interiors, but other than that, no hidden talent as such. I think it's all out in the open. So yeah,
What would you say to the person who rejected your application at St. Stephen's College? अगर मिल जाएगी तो क्या बोलोगे उसको आप?
I think I would just say thank you. Because I think because of that, that fueled in the fire in me to actually go out there and do better. So I would just thank him for that experience. So yeah,
Favorite yogasan?
favorite yoga asana would be chakrasan. Yeah.
Okay. Best item, the tastiest item on your food list?
On my food list, I think it would be pasta. I'm very fond of Italian cuisine, so yeah.
You've traveled the world, so favorite city and why?
I think favorite city would be Rome because when you're walking in Rome, it feels like you're walking in a museum. Everywhere you look, there's history and great architecture. So I think because of those reasons, it would be Rome.
I also know that you're a huge Netflix and chill fan. So pick one, Netflix and chill or lots of playtime with Gabbar and Shera, your pugs.
I think lots of playtime with Gabbar and Shira, my pugs, any day. Yeah.
Okay, Gabbar or Shera?
Oh God, I love them both equally. But Gabbar is aging right now, so he requires more attention. But I can't choose between them. They both, I love them both. So yeah,
Right. I know that you're a fan of Money Heist on Netflix. So if you are an actor, which Money Heist character would you want to play?
I think I would want to play the professor. I think that's a very interesting role. Just figuring out 10 steps ahead of a plan, and I think it would be very, very interesting and exciting. So yeah, the professor.
I also know that you're one of the few billion people on this planet who love watching Friends on television or online. So, what's been your most amazing oh my god moment?
Oh my God, in Janice, this thing, I think it would be winning gold in Commonwealth Games at Glasgow because my family was there watching me. So yeah.
Rank the six Friends characters, starting with your most favorite.
Okay. So it would be, I think, Joey, Rachel, Chandler, Monica, Phoebe, Ross. Yeah.
जो ये होता तो कहता how you doing?
Yeah.
I know that you're a Hollywood movie fan as well, so I know about your two favorite actors. Pick one, Tom Hanks or Owen Wilson.
I think Tom Hanks.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, rank the pastries in your sister Tejasvi's restaurant. And I'm sure she's watching right now.
I think I'll rank them 100. They're absolutely amazing. Yeah. I've tried pastries all around the world, but I'm not saying it because she's my sister, but she makes the best.
All right, please send a few home. Right, and finally, the best thing about being a shooter.
Uh, I think just learning more patience, and that's what I've learned a lot, patience and discipline. So these two would be if I'm a shooter, but if I'm an Indian shooter, then it would be to represent my country and watching that flag go up. So yeah.
I'm amazed, Apurvi, for an introvert, for someone who speaks very little, you have shot a 10 on 10 with every question. Very well done in this rapid fire. And I'm sure with your confidence and your clarity of thought, a lot of kids watching us on Fit India Talks would have been inspired. And who knows, one of them might go on to win India great laurels in world shooting. Thank you so much. And also thanks to the Fit India movement and the MHRE for allowing us all the platform to listen to a champion like you.
Thank you so much for having me.